Pick is in.
Nathan Thomas from Louisiana. There it is, Bobby. 6'5", 332. And you had heard it. I mean, you were on this one, Bobby, when it came to other teams around the league.
Yeah,
we're talking about him.
The one of the teams that told me that was their surprise that was still sitting around, they had him in the 4th round. And so, I mean, if you're getting a 4th round offensive lineman there with apparently some tackle and guard flexibility, then yeah, that's worthy of a 7th round flyer.
Yeah, I've been putting in some texts to some people I know down in New Orleans. Went to Chalmette High School down there. It's just Chalmette High School. Yeah. It's just outside of New Orleans. It's more of a country type program. But Louisiana Lafayette. Let's touch on this program for a minute before I dive completely into Nathan Thomas. The Cowboys, they found a steal in John Stevens Jr. last year out of Lafayette in the undrafted free agent pool. And Billy Napier was the head coach, and that program that he built down there in Western Louisiana allowed him to move on to Florida. But so many NFL talents are starting to come out of that program, and it has just continued under Coach DeSormo. This program is starting to put out some really big-time guys, but Nathan Thomas specifically, 6'5", 332 pounds, and is an absolute mauler in the run game. So in high school, he played in a wing T program, and he lined up at tight end, which in a wing T program, that may as well be an extension of the right tackle position. And so he has a lot of knacks in the run game, and you see that mobility from a tight end at the tackle position. However, I do think he has some guard flex. I think he's going to be able to slide inside if he needs to at the next level. But you see those long arms, that quick movement, the mobility that he has, those traits that he picked up at the high school level and blocking for wing T type plays. This is a really fun, high traits, high upside pick for the Cowboys in the 7th round. I mean, this is the type of 7th round pick you would like to get. I'd say that right here.
I'm with you, man. I mean, you see the base that he works with, and he's a guy that just does not get overpowered.
Yeah.
He is very, very strong and powerful in the upper body, but you mentioned the long arms. That's something as well. And I'm sure, I mean, he did start at left tackle the last 2 years. You've got 13 games in 2022, 12 games at left tackle the most recent season. Honorable mention, all Sun Belt Conference. But yeah, man, you get this dude in the 7th round in what was a very deep tackle class. Yeah. You never know how you can develop into this guy. That's a fun pick. Anything to add, Bob?
No, you got it. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned the only thing I have to say is that you mentioned the base, and you can tell even like when he's kick stepping, it's not too like, you know what I'm saying. His legs aren't too spread out. Like he's balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm interested in finding out more about the player.
Yeah, I mean, the hands. Like we were talking about that maybe with Guyton a little bit, like keeping the hands connected. Mm-hmm. Nathaniel Watson doesn't have an issue with that.
He has some explosiveness.
Nathan Thomas.
Yeah, that play that Beam just showed on his film, he looked like he got rolled back. Yeah. So he must have some flexibility because I would have broken my ankle on that play.
Yeah, this is exciting. I mean, this is definitely a guy that you can bring in and develop. I'm always for attacking and throwing darts along the offensive line, and especially depth, right? I mean, you've got guys like Josh Ball, Matt Waletzko. They haven't been able to stay healthy. We'll see about Awesome Richards. I think we were excited about him last year. But just keep throwing options out there along the offensive line because there's just not enough good linemen to go around.
No, there's not. And the thing about it is, you mentioned the name Awesome Richards. I wish that we would have had more of an opportunity to see Awesome Richards. Evidently, he wasn't ready to play in those games, and that's why they went with Adoga. And so now, you're throwing in, Nathan Thomas into this mix, and maybe that, the fact you mentioned maybe some guard flexibility as well. But, you're right. The offensive lineman, you kind of just keep throwing it at him and hope things work out.
Yeah, excited to get to talk with Nathan Thomas here soon.
Yeah, NFL Network's Lance Zierlein had a 4th-round grade on on Nathan Thomas. It's the traits, it's the length, it's the mobility that he's displayed, basketball background, athletic, run block, pass pro. I mean, he has a lot of experience, too. This is a fun pick that you can make here in the 7th.
Well, and he's lined up on both sides because when they would go on an unbalanced line there, he'd go kick over to the right side.
Sure.
So, I mean, this is maybe a backup swing tackle, potentially, you could look at in the future with Nathan Thomas. Fun pick here for the Cowboys, and we'll talk with him, Nick. I'm excited to hear you pick his brain about that wing T in high school. Like, that's what a freak athlete there. 6'5", 332 out of Louisiana. Nathan Thomas, your newest Dallas Cowboy. And I think this was the.
Am I confused?
Is this the?
confused.
I mean, they're a little bit behind. I think this was the announcement of the pick here, possibly that they're showing on NFL Network. What is this? A Tony Dixon jersey, 24.
I think it's a Larry Brown.
We want to cut the audio up.
Is it
for
Larry? It probably is Larry Brown.
And my country. I wouldn't be standing here today without Dak Prescott. So I want to take this moment to raise mental health awareness. With the 233rd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, America's team, Mexico's team, world's team, my Dallas Cowboys select Nathan Thomas, tackle, Louisiana Lafayette.
You know what I love most about that? He said Louisiana Lafayette.
He did.
Because they've just been trying to just kind of come by as just Louisiana.
They just want to
Yeah.
go by Louisiana.
Do you know about this beef, Brian?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of beef there.
Oh, so is that why? Is that why they're trying to
because-
cut the Lafayette?
Yeah, because they just want to be Louisiana,
They don't
but
wanna be
LSU
Louisiana, yeah.
has the rights to be Louisiana State University, and
Yeah.
it's a whole ordeal. But yeah,
So does that make you feel some type of way, Brian? You're like, no, you're Louisiana
Nah,
Lafayette.
man,
Don't be trying to go by Louisiana.
let me tell you, if we were in Lafayette, I'd buy you guys dinner right now at Prejean's in
Well, we can
Lafayette.
drive.
after
oh yeah,
If you
I've
want.
been there
Yeah.
a couple times.
Go
That
ahead,
was,
jump in the car. I'm
Yeah,
down.
I would. You know me, I'm about feats of strength.
Let's do it.
We'll
It's already
drive
been a
down
hell of a
there.
day.
Yeah,
maybe when we go to the Manning Passing Academy this summer, you come.
I've
Brian?
been twice.
Yeah, let's go this year, Brian. Come
I'm
on.
down.
I love it.
Just let me know the dates. Brian and I can put in some PTO time.
Do a show from out there.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Let me decide to do it.